Dear soul, if you've found this message now, know that it wasn't by chance. The angels brought you here because there's something profound that your soul needs to learn in this moment. Something about the boundaries you're not setting. Something about the weight you're carrying unnecessarily. Something about a small but powerful word that you need to learn to use. Allow yourself to listen carefully. Allow yourself to feel the truth in these words. Because what's about to be revealed could completely change the way you live your life. The angels want to speak with you today about one of the most important and liberating lessons that exists. Learning to say no seems simple, doesn't it? Just 2 letters. Such a small word. And yet, for so many women, it's one of the hardest things to do. You know what we're talking about. You feel it every day. When someone asks for a favor and you don't have time, but you say yes anyway. When someone wants you to solve a problem that isn't yours and you take on the responsibility. When someone crosses your boundaries and you allow it because you don't want to create conflict. The angels see how many times you've said yes when your heart was screaming no. How many times you've overloaded yourself to avoid disappointing others. How many times you've put everyone else's needs above your own. And today, they bring an urgent message. You need to learn to say no before it's too late. Before your body collapses. Before your mind breaks down. Before you completely lose sight of who you are underneath all these expectations that aren't yours. If this message has already touched your heart, write, "I receive," in the comments. Let's be honest. You were probably raised to be helpful, to be good, to be the one who always helps. Perhaps you heard from a young age that women should be kind, accommodating, generous, always willing. And there's nothing wrong with being kind. There's nothing wrong with helping. The problem begins when you do this at your own expense. When your kindness transforms into self-sacrifice. When your generosity becomes self-destruction. The angels show that many women carry burdens that were never theirs to carry. Family problems you try to solve on your own. Responsibilities at work that aren't part of your job description. Friends' dramas that you absorb as if they were yours. Expectations from everyone around you that you try to meet, even when it exhausts you completely. And why? Because you're afraid. Afraid of being seen as selfish. Afraid of disappointing people, afraid of being rejected, afraid that if you say no, people will think you're mean, difficult, insensitive. So you say yes, and you say yes again and again. Until one day, you realize there's nothing left of you. Everything you are has become an extension of other people's needs. The angels want you to understand something fundamental. Saying no isn't selfishness. It's self-preservation. It's not cruelty. It's self-care. It's not rejection. It's protection. When you say no to what doesn't serve your peace, your health, your well-being, you're saying yes to yourself. And that's not something you should feel guilty about. It's something you should celebrate. If this message is bringing relief to your heart, like this video, so this liberating truth can reach other women who also need to hear this. Let's talk about what happens when you don't learn to say no. First, you become overloaded. Physically, emotionally, mentally. You take on so many things that you can't do anything properly. You run from one thing to another. Always tired, always stressed, always feeling like you're not coping. Then comes the resentment. You begin to feel used. You begin to notice that people only show up when they need something. You begin to wonder why no one looks after you the way you look after everyone else. Then comes the deep exhaustion. Not just physical tiredness, but an exhaustion of the soul. A feeling of emptiness. That you're living everyone else's life except your own. And if you still don't learn to set boundaries, you might reach complete collapse, burnout, severe anxiety, depression, health problems that your body develops. Because you've ignored it for so long, The angels don't want you to reach that point. That's why they bring this message now, whilst there's still time to change. Now, let's talk about what changes when you learn to say no. First, you recover your energy, because you're no longer wasting your strength on things that aren't your responsibility. You have time to rest, time to look after yourself, time to do what truly matters. Second, you gain clarity. When you say no to what doesn't serve you, it becomes easier to see what really does serve you. Your priorities become clear. Your values stand out. You can focus on what truly matters in your life. Third, you attract healthier relationships, because the people who truly love you will respect your boundaries. And those who were only by your side to use you will disappear. And that's a blessing, not a loss. Fourth, you reconnect with who you really are. Because when you stop living to please others, you finally have space to discover what you want, what you feel, who you are, beyond all these roles you've taken on. The angels know it might seem scary at first. You might wonder, but what if people get angry with me? What if they reject me? What if they think I'm selfish? And the angel's answer is this: the right people will understand. The right people will respect your boundaries. And the people who get angry because you said no, those people never cared about your well-being. They only cared about what you could do for them. And yes, some people will react badly. Some will try to make you feel guilty. Some will try to manipulate you to return to your old pattern of always saying yes. But that doesn't mean you're wrong. It means these people were used to using you. And now that you no longer allow it, they're uncomfortable. Don't let others' negative reactions make you back down. Maintain your boundaries. Your well-being is more important than their comfort. If you wish to receive messages like this more often, subscribe to the channel. And if you know someone who needs to hear this message today, share it with them. Now, let's talk about how to start saying no in practice. First, you don't need to give long explanations. "I can't" is a complete sentence. "It's not in my plans" is sufficient. You don't owe anyone a detailed justification about your choices. Second, don't apologize excessively. Saying no isn't something you need to apologize for 1,000 times. A simple "sorry, but I won't be able to" is enough. Third, practice with small things first. If someone invites you to something you don't want to go to, say no. If someone asks for a favor you don't have time to do, say no. Start small and build your confidence. Fourth, observe how you feel afterwards. It might be uncomfortable at first, but then comes the relief, comes the lightness, comes the feeling that you're finally looking after yourself. The angels also want to remind you of something important. Saying no to others often means saying yes to yourself. No to that favor that was going to take up your weekend. Yes to resting and recharging your energy. No to taking on yet another responsibility at work. Yes to maintaining your mental sanity. No to that family drama that isn't yours. Yes to your peace of mind. You see, each no is, in fact, a yes to your own life. And there's something else the angels want you to know. You're not responsible for solving everyone else's lives. It's not your responsibility to save your friend from her toxic relationship if she doesn't want to leave. It's not your responsibility to solve your adult brother's financial problems. It's not your responsibility to do the work your colleague should be doing. Each person has their own journey. Each person needs to learn their own lessons. And when you take on other people's problems, you're not helping, you're preventing them from growing. Besides, you have your own challenges, your own life to look after, your own responsibilities. And when you're overloaded with everyone's problems, you neglect yourself. The angels ask you to stop and make an honest assessment. How many of the things you're carrying now are actually yours? How many have you taken on because you felt obligated, afraid, or guilty? And then begin to return what isn't yours. Begin to let go. of what you don't need to carry. This doesn't mean you're going to become a cold or insensitive person. You can still be kind, you can still help when you genuinely can and want to, you can still be present for the people you love. The difference is that now you'll do this consciously, not compulsively. You'll help because you chose to, not because you felt pressured. And you'll know when to stop, when to say enough, when to protect your own energy. The angels show that when you learn to say no, something magical happens. You reconnect with your own strength. You realize you're capable of establishing boundaries. You discover that the world doesn't fall apart when you put your needs first. And the people around you also learn. They learn that you're no longer available for anything at any time. They learn to respect your time, your energy, your boundaries. And you know what the result of this is? Healthier relationships. Because now you're not full of resentment. You're not exhausted. When you help from the heart, not from obligation. You have more energy for the people and situations that truly matter. You can be truly present, not just physically present, but mentally absent, because you're exhausted. Dear soul, if you have stayed until here, know that this confirms everything. Your heart recognized this. Message as true. Your soul resonated with every word, and this is no coincidence. The angels are giving you permission to set boundaries, to say no, to look after yourself without guilt. Always remember, saying no doesn't make you selfish. It makes you healthy. Saying no doesn't make you mean. It makes you wise. Saying no doesn't make you weak. It makes you strong. You have the right to protect your peace. You have the right to preserve your energy. You have the right to live your own life, not the life everyone expects you to live. Start today, start now. Start small, if necessary, but start. The next time someone asks for something you don't want or can't do, take a deep breath and say no. Observe how you feel. Observe the lightness that comes afterwards. Observe how you're finally looking after the person who matters most, yourself. May the clarity that touched your heart now give you courage to establish the boundaries you need. May you have strength to say no without guilt. And may you discover the freedom that comes when you finally put your needs first. Thank you for being here. You are loved, you are guided, and you have permission to say no.